Millions of Americans have one thing in common: a crippling amount of student debt. As of 2012, Americans owed over $1 trillion in student debt. And as of June 2020, that total surpassed $1.6 trillion.
I'm here. Look at me. Look me in the eyes. Do not take out a student loan. Do not go into debt to go to school. It is the biggest mistake that you could possibly make. You don't want to be in debt by the time you're 18 years old. If you are thinking about going to college and you want to take out a student loan, do not do it. Literally, do not do it. If your parents are encouraging you to do that, or anybody in your family, let them watch this video. I'm going to give you a list of resources to use before you go and make that decision to take out a student loan. Don't do it. I really can't stress it enough. Don't do it. Wait and save, or if you have the money, go abroad. So keep watching to learn more. Let's get into it. College was the best and worst decision of my life. I went to college in 2011 and I graduated in 2015. And in 2011, I wasn't thinking about the long-term ramifications of what it would mean to have a student loan. And if you're like me or have a similar background to me, college was the dream. It was the gold star. It was not an option to not go to college. And it was also rooted in a lot of emotion. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that. America is really good at marketing a dream and selling it to you. And unfortunately, that dream isn't one size fits all, right? The dream of going to a 4-year university, not everybody needs to really go. Not everybody needs a 4-year education. You're going to have all of this opportunity, and it's true. I did have a lot of opportunity, but was it worth the debt that I incurred? No. Now let me just say this. My student loan debt is 100% my own fault, right? However, at 18 years old, do you truly know the long-term ramifications of what it's gonna mean to pay back a student loan? And my student loan is below the national average, right? So it's not even considered to be that high. But what I wish I would have known was that there are other ways to go to school. And the main one that I want to talk about today is maybe perhaps not going to school in America. Yeah. Did you know that's an option? Did you know that you could move abroad and go to school and get your degree? Yeah, you can. Obviously, if you want to be like a medical doctor or a lawyer, something that really does require US certification and requirements, if you're not looking to go into that field, go abroad to go to school. Now, I went to school at a small university in South Carolina, and I did a study abroad term that was included in my tuition because I would have not ever have been able to afford to do a study abroad anywhere else. So I went to Iceland. And when I got there, I quickly found out that school is free. A university education is free. And that blew my mind. All of the other students in my class, I was one of the few Americans, none of them had a student loan debt. They couldn't even conceive of going into debt to go to school. And then when I went back to school after my study abroad in Iceland, I thought to myself, what the heck? Why wasn't I taught that I could actually go to school in a different country, not get into debt, and actually have a stellar education? And, we could really get into the nitty-gritty of this, and I think it does kind of go into the high school to college pipeline of college is a business. The university industry is a business. The average tuition, I'll put it right up here, is this. And if you want to go to an out-of-state school, it's going to be pretty much treble that, right? And you have to think, it's a 4-year university, so you're incurring all of this student debt, which is truly setting you up for failure before you even begin your life. The degrees today are not relevant to the job market today. How many businesses don't even care if you have a college degree? I've never once been asked as a professional in the workforce to show my college degree at all, right? It's frustrating. However, I really think it is so irresponsible of the government to allow an 18-year-old person to take out a loan that they're gonna have to pay for the rest of their life. No one truly is ready to make a decision that way. And let's be honest, at 18, are you really even an adult? Just because randomly we have decided as a society that 18 years old means that you are an adult, means that you can make all of these decisions that can honestly ruin your life. I just think it's just irresponsible, and that definitely needs to be reassessed. Things that you can do. So here are some things that you can do to not take out a student loan, all right? Now, maybe don't go to college right when you're 18 years old. Yeah, don't do it. Maybe take a few years off and figure out what you want to do. And for anyone who's like, oh, if you don't go now, you might not ever go. If you don't go now, you're going to miss out on so much. Don't listen to them. That's them. They are just speaking about themselves. Maybe if they took a break, they wouldn't have gone. That's not you. You are completely in control of what you decide to do. And by the way, I took off a year after I graduated college in 2015. I took a year gap. I moved to Australia. And guess what I did in Australia for a year? I saved my money to pay for my master's degree that I got in the Czech Republic. And you want to know how much my master's degree was? It was a 2-year program. I spent $3,000 for 2 years. $3,000 for a brilliant education. I think if I would have gone to get my master's degree in America, I would be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And I think that is such a disservice for anyone looking to pursue higher education. Don't take out these $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 loans. Just please don't do it. I really honestly I feel like I wish I would have watched a video like this before I made the decision to go to college. I still would have gone, but maybe what I would have done was waited a couple of years, traveled, saved my money, and then paid for my college tuition up front. Because who cares if you start college at 21 years old and graduate at 24? If you start your career at 24, 25, who cares? You're still gonna have a lot more maturity than someone who's starting off at 21, and that's the truth. Look at programs that are in different countries. I know for a fact that you can get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree and not go into debt for it. Here are a few pointers on how you can do that, so I'm just gonna pull up my screen. Okay, so the first site that I'm going to show you is called Bachelor's Portal. I actually used their sister site called Master's Portal to find my master's degree. So here's an example of how to do this. So just type in whatever you want. Don't put where you want to study, leave that open. I scroll all the way down, basically put in how much, and it's in Czech crowns because I live in the Czech Republic. Say for example, you want to do a business engineering degree, and this degree is in Brussels, which is in Belgium, and it's a really beautiful place. 22,000 crowns a year. Let me do the conversion. So 22,000 crowns per year is less than $1,000 per year. Obviously, you have to pay living expenses and whatnot, but you can save to do that. Here's Master's Portal. This is what I used to find my degree. Also, if you just want to go to school and you only want to do it online, FutureLearn is another place where you can do micro-credentials, degrees, study any kind of certification, and there you go. God, this is such a rant. I really do just feel so passionate about telling people to not get a student loan. Please don't do it. Honestly, even if it's for $5,000 and you think, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to pay that off, that's fine. Maybe you will, but also maybe you won't. You don't want to be in debt by the time you're 18 years old, already starting off your life with debt that you may or may not be able to pay back. And then you have to listen to people saying, no one told you to sign that student loan. No one told you to take it out. Yeah, I get it, but I was sold a dream. And unfortunately, I wasn't really able to read the fine print at 18 years old. I hope it helped. Honestly, I really do, because that's really what I want to do with my channel. I want to create content that helps people. Thank you for watching I Spy Ty, and hopefully I will see you back for my next video. Ahoy! Bye! And remember, don't take out that student loan.
Don't do it!